everyone. Welcome to the JA Tampa Bay Virtual Town Hall, Back to Business. My name is Johnny Sutherland. I'll be the moderator for this live event. So we're delighted to have you guys with us today, wherever you're watching from. A special thank you to our partners at TECO for sponsoring the event. We are truly grateful for your support. Our speakers today include education leaders, business leaders, community leaders, student perspectives, and insight from JA staff. We welcome our viewers to ask any questions in the live event Q&A function. We will be hosting a 10-minute Q&A section at approximately 1:35 p.m. and we will do our best to get your questions answered from our guest speaker panel. So first and foremost, I will do a welcome from JA Tampa Bay's president, Richard George.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you for joining the junior team at Tampa Bay's virtual town hall meeting, Back to Business. Man, we have a jam-packed 30+ minutes for you, followed by some Q&A. Hey, when we're responding to the pandemic and the impact it will have on education and our children, the very first response needed to be on the health and safety of everyone involved, obviously. So while educators and business leaders and parents are adjusting their plans, junior team has evolved and repositioned itself to continue to be a solution provider of experiential financial literacy, workforce readiness, and entrepreneurship programs. JA BizTown and JA Finance Park is delivered by dedicated volunteers and are inclusive and available to all students. Junior team and volunteers engage and inspire our youth, encourage them to seek and take advantage of the education and future career opportunities right here in Tampa Bay. And it's our most important work. Now we're going to get started with our town hall, and I'll turn it back over to Johnny for our first introduction. Johnny?
Yes, thank you very much, Richard. We appreciate that welcome. So our first speaker has experienced firsthand junior achievements programming. He's a Jefferson High School student and a JA student ambassador. Please welcome Jorge Sanchez.
Thank you, Johnny. Impressive, it was really the first thing I thought when I first experienced both MUMA JA BizTown and JA Finance Park presented by SunTrust, which is now Truist. I was inspired by all the storefronts with the authentic company logos, the attention to detail, and really just the overall environment of both buildings was just simply amazing. Before I get into more detail, I just want to thank all of you for being here today, for caring about our career and financial futures to go through all of this effort to support the programs that Junior Achievement provides to us students so that we can have a memorable and educational learning experience. As a 5th grader, I felt fortunate to have moved back to Tampa in time for me to attend JA BizTown, where I was the CFO of GDE Financial. From my day there, I learned that, money just doesn't simply appear, and it's this concept that you have to earn it and spend it wisely. For many students, I think it feels like common sense to us that we know this, but for many of the students, that's a simple concept that they don't know until they go to the program. A few years later in 8th grade, I got the opportunity to attend JA Finance Park. There were 12 beneficial lessons that we completed with the teachers beforehand on our big day there, and one of them was actually how to fill out the Term 40 Easy income tax form, which is a great thing to know nowadays. At first, I thought that my biggest challenge through this program was going to be budgeting my money, but instead it was realizing how fast the money seemed to disappear. I was surprised by how expensive things were, and I really just didn't know how much things actually cost. This experience taught me not only how important a budget is, but also how important savings are too in our society. Since my visit to JA Finance Park, I've had the opportunity to open a bank account and a savings account as well, and I've started to save money and budget my money for the things I want to buy. In addition to becoming more financially savvy within JA Finance Park, there is also JA Inspire Career Center, where students can take an aptitude test that helps them explore different careers and companies within our Tampa Bay area that hire people for the positions they are best suited for. The results for me showed that I would do well in either business or finance. So after I actually got the results, I went home and I did some more research, and it helped me figure out where I fit in our workforce. I know that for a lot of students, the Inspire Career Center is going to be extremely beneficial because most of them aren't really sure what they want to do, and they just need some help getting there and really figuring out where they're going to fit in and succeed in the workforce based on their skills and in spite of all the chaos that we're currently living through, JA is still pulling through for us kids, and they're redesigning their programs to meet our needs. This last summer, I actually had an opportunity to try out some of JA's online experiences, and I found it very comfortable and engaging. I strongly believe that every student should have this junior achievement experience through JA BizTown, Finance Park, and its Inspire Career Center, regardless of how it's delivered, whether it be in person or virtual. Having experienced both firsthand, I know the powerful impact it had on me and the peers I represent here today, and how it's changed their perspective and how it has taught us the very important life skills that every student should and need to know for life. Junior Achievement is committed to preparing the students in our generation for what's ahead, and they have some pretty amazing things planned out, and we are just sure that you are going to love them.
Thank you so much for that tremendous insight, Jorge. We really appreciate you coming on, and what a great role model for students all around the nation. Thank you, Jorge. So our next speaker has certainly had his hands full since arriving in Hillsborough County. We so appreciate your time to be with us here today. Please welcome Superintendent of Hillsborough County Public Schools, Addison Davis.
Thank you so very much, Jonathan. We really appreciate it. And, Mr. George has been fantastic as my transition to Tampa has been unique with the pandemic, but you're really blown away about what Junior Achievement offers, not only our children, but, throughout the state of Florida. And at the same time, Jorge's, his experiences are priceless. And it's because of initiatives such as Junior Achieve and what they continue to offer as we gain access to our students along the way and help them become civic leaders. But ultimately, Junior Achieve program, they're absolutely a game changer for our students. It's just as you heard from Jorge, it has significant impact on every one of our learners. The programs that have offered through JA provide authentic and vibrant learning experiences, and they give students real world knowledge and prepare them for the future along with jobs that do not exist today. Junior Achievement remains a crucial partner in our quest to prepare students for life, and that's our end goal here as an ongoing educator. The experience has helped lay many groundwork for students to make sound financial decisions, and it creates a bias for them to have a financial literacy upon their completion of their K-12 continuum and as they transition to graduate. But for the last 50 years, they've been really valuable resource that unites educators in the business community to provide financial literacy to every one of our students. As I said, me coming here as an educator, we depend on our community to help leverage partnerships and ultimately benefit our students for many years to come. And programs that Mr. George spoke about and Jorge spoke about, like BizTown and also Financial Park, they provide students every level with the basic economic skills. And this partnership exposes our students to a whole new world and provides them with lifelong lessons that will benefit them continuously. So many of our students, they do not have the ability to take part in such a meaningful experience outside the classroom. And the fact that Junior Achievement provides this unique instructional experience benefits not only students, but holistically as Hillsborough County in the Tampa area. And they're truly, life-changing experiences for all of our learners. And I'm blown away when I had a chance to tour and to have a better understanding of what they do for Hillsborough counties and others. And then, what a neat experience is. And I really look forward to transition my young one who's going to high school, but I'm going to make her go through this, this visit when we get a chance to reopen and maybe the online version so she has a better understanding of the impact. But, more than 250,000 students have attended JA BizTown, and the number is growing every single day through the Finance Park. So I'm proud to say that Hillsborough County Schools and Junior Achievements have partnership in one of the biggest partnership in the nation. And I'm truly humbling to see the community like this wrapping our arms around every one of our learners to help them through financial literacy and understanding. They're not only providing authentic learning experiences, but they're preparing children for our workforce. And with their help, they're allowing us to leverage the talents to become the best that they can be as they transition outside of our organization. But JA has become impactful, one of the most impactful organizations on learners that are essential opportunity to build connections and lifelong habits that will help our students be successful. And throughout this partnership, they've touched the lives of tens of thousands of students in our community. And as a superintendent, that's awesome. I'm truly proud. And I want to thank JA for all of their corporate partnerships that they help make this truly possible. And as we transition to unprecedented times and through this time, where our children need us the most ever, JA continues to find accessibility to our children. And this partnership is truly crucial to getting our children ready for graduation and ready for life outside of of graduation, the classrooms. So I'm really thankful for this ongoing project and this initiative, and I'm thankful for JA's dedication to our community, and I look forward to our partnership for many years to come.
And thank you so much, Addison. You know, we really appreciate you having the time to join us today, and we are so excited to continue to grow this fantastic relationship with Hillsborough County, yourself and the team as well. So with that, like many, JA Tampa Bay has been able to adjust, innovate, and pivot during the pandemic. So we are happy to have Sally Edge, VP of Capstone Programmings, to provide our program updates.
Hi, thanks for everybody for being here. We are excited to share what we have been working on since the schools went virtual. Innovation in times of crisis creates opportunity, and this has allowed junior achievement to pivot and re-engineer our program delivery. Coming this fall, we are proud to offer through the Tampa Bay region the following programs. JA BizTown ADVENTURES. This experience is fully online and can be completed either in or outside of the classroom. Perfect for the e-learners this school year. All 21 businesses will be represented, and each will have 5 open positions the students will apply for. Videos created by volunteers can be showcased during this phase of the simulation. For our sponsors, there are many branding opportunities. Storefronts will be branded with logos and volunteer videos as students research your business and apply for your 5 open positions. All businesses will have a CEO, CFO, marketing director, sales manager, and consumer. Students will have enhanced job duties virtually. Like the CEO will hire an employee, solve a problem in the community that aligns with your mission statement. The CFO will calculate payroll and determine pricing for a product and make a decision on a contract. There is a virtual business card with your logo and sponsor name, and at completion, the students can download a logoed certificate. Students are able to go back in and apply for another position with the same or a different business. A second opportunity has been created locally with volunteer opportunities to showcase your business, and we are thrilled to offer JA BizTown in a Box. The students will be given all materials to transform their classroom into a JA BizTown. We are using the backdrop images from our JA BizTown mobile with color logos for each business. JA Finance Park Virtual has been updated, and a new 2.0 version will be rolling out next month. This 8th grade program allows the students to virtually move through the simulation and make the choices they need to complete savings, research, budgeting, shopping, and payment. There are many branding opportunities, billboards that represent each storefront, and logos as the students move between the different aspects of the virtual simulation. We also have JA Inspire Career Center app will be available to all students who participate in the JA Finance Park virtual simulation. Students will use the app to take the personality quiz, and they use the results to search careers that match their personality. They can also explore other careers that they may be interested in pursuing. While they're searching, students will see the educational requirements, details, and also a sponsor that offers that career. This information will be captured and sent to the teachers. By pivoting these programs to a more digital format, we ensure that students will receive the critical programming that is essential for their learning and future. This allows JA to grow, move forward, and expand these programs beyond Hillsborough County and into the surrounding areas. We believe it is imperative that all young people have the opportunity to own their economic success. Thank you.
And thank you, Sally, for presenting those program updates. We really appreciate it. So our next guest has been a long-time advocate for junior achievement and truly a valued member of the JA family. Please welcome Executive Director of Social Studies Education and Academic Services at Hillsborough County Public Schools, Daryl Saunders.
Thank you so much. It just amazes me how quickly and creatively that JA responded to providing our students with new and creative ways to have these experiences. It's phenomenal. But how do you place a value on something you believe is so completely invaluable? Because that's really how I feel about JA. about the programs, about the supportive staff, about everything they put forth for our kids. But it's really not my voice that matters most here. It's the words that the teachers and the students and parents share with me that seem to be the most meaningful. I've been in many a grateful teacher's classroom after the JA volunteers have presented a lesson, and you'll hear teachers say things like, "Oh, I couldn't have done that," or "Wow, they were so knowledgeable," or "I'm stealing that idea and using it again with my kids." That's what those volunteers bring to our classrooms, and it just truly, they hit the mark, they hit the standards, and they do it in such creative ways that are so engaging for our kids. But what's even better than that is what you hear our students say. When our fifth graders share some of the most powerful comments after learning and preparing for their field experience at JA BizTown, it'll blow you away. I've been told things like, "This place is better than an amusement park." Or I've had them say, "I never wanted to be an adult, but now I know I can be one." Or "I can't wait to go home and teach my mom about this because she had it all wrong." And, that's just from the elementary standpoint. And, elementary kids seem to be a little bit easier to win over with instructional programs and engagement. But when you hear a middle school student at Finance Park, like the day that I was there when I volunteered, and you hear them say things like, "This place is fire," or "extra." Now, I didn't know either of those terms meant, but I've been told that they're both huge compliments. My point is that I personally may be head over heels with all of the things that JA does for our students, for our school district. It comes from the students and from our teachers. To me, JA is like Midas's golden touch. Everything this organization touches, it turns to gold. And our school district is ever grateful for that long-standing partnership. And I just can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you so much, Daryl, and really, truly, thanks for the support over the years. The relationship that we've been able to develop with the teachers, with educators, has been, something really special and a testament to the education here in Tampa Bay. So our next guest is a valued JA Tampa Bay board member, and he's also the VP of Finance at TECO, our sponsors today. Please welcome Jeff CHRONISTER.
Well, I'm super excited, and you can hear already as each person on this meeting has talked, the true, genuine excitement that's there. I've been asked to talk about the corporate perspective for JA. And when I think about the corporate perspective, the TECO perspective, I realize that it's the same perspective that I've had as a parent. I have 4 children and 3 grandchildren, and for a lifetime, I've prayed for them to be safe and healthy and happy. I think every parent and grandparent has those same thoughts about their children. Now that we're in the midst of 2020, those hopes are even more important. So I admire Junior Achievement for how it's innovating in terms of solutions and its strong partnership that exists between JA and Hillsborough County Public Schools. It's so essential to continue to provide experiential, relevant, authentic experiences in a way that will maintain the health and safety of students and teachers and families, and to help them be equipped to be successful and happy in the future. This aligns perfectly with the values that Tampa Electric holds for our communities, which is why when Richard came to talk to me about renewing our sponsorship, my answer was absolutely. So when we think about involvement with JA, I can tell you that TECO's been involved with JA from the time that I started with the company, which is when dinosaurs roamed the earth. But 34 years ago, I started and saw that commitment, and that commitment was there even before that. And it's there because we believe in the importance of community. the importance of stable, long-standing institutions that are the foundation of our community. And Junior Achievement's one of those institutions. I believe strongly in financial literacy, and TECO does too. And we've always seen the connection between giving kids this financial literacy skill and the experiences offered through JA BizTown and JA Finance Park. I'll tell you, as it relates to JA BizTown, all 4 of my kids went to BizTown. They are now between the ages of 20 and 33 years old, and all 4 of them can quote you exactly what job and what company they were at when they had their JA BizTown experience years ago. It is an indelible experience that kids have and has huge value. I want to talk a little bit about JA Finance Park, because what I've seen at JA Finance Park is incredible in terms of its relevancy. I've seen kids practicing job interviews, making presentations of business cases and marketing campaigns, and creating automated capabilities. Now think about how all of those activities are agile and they're applicable to a transition to a virtual world. And so I will share with you that both my wife and my daughter are teachers, and they are more than happy to explore the combination of in-person instruction and virtual instruction. And Junior Achievement's ready, willing, and able to support both of those efforts. The last thing I want to say is how important at this time in our history it is to show our kids that they can believe. They can believe in themselves, they can believe in their family, and they can believe in their community. We had a pediatrician years ago who was kind of old school. He was old school on the medical stuff. You know, he said, your kid will eat a bushel of dirt before they're 4 years old. But he had very progressive views on emotional and intellectual development. And he said to us one day, if your kids are crying out for you, go to them. Every child is building their view of the world. Does the world care about me? Does the world want to help me when I'm in need? 2020 has kids and adults both asking those questions. The programs that JA is providing and will continue to provide answers those questions. Yes, the world does care about you. Yes, the world can help you to succeed and be happy. Yes, you will be included and you will have opportunity. I'm proud my company supports an organization like JA who gives kids those answers, which is why TECO is continuing our sponsorship with JA for the next 3 years. And I hope you'll join me with your support of JA's efforts to continue this critical work for our children. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Jeff, for those kind words. And obviously the support that TECO is providing, we're so grateful and so appreciative of everything that TECO does and helps inspire the students of tomorrow. So up next is a member of the JA Trustees. She's also a member of JA Giving Society and a valued JA volunteer and friend. Please welcome Yvette Segura, Regional Vice President of USAA.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to be able to share a few experiences with you in terms of the relationship that USAA has had with JA over the years. And so that relationship spans more than 25 years here in the Tampa Bay area, and it's one that we're extremely proud of. And it's because of the junior achievement programming that has been so essential in making sure that young people in our community feel empowered to their own economic future. In our current climate, we know that we need to ensure these programs still have the same reach and the same impact to the students that junior achievement serves and that they work with. Junior achievement really aligns so nicely with USAA's corporate responsibility strategy around financial resiliency. And that's why the partnership has always been so strong between USAA and junior achievement. It just is a nice alignment, not only with our mission as an organization, but also our corporate responsibility strategy. So we're showing that support by continuing our sponsorship at JA Finance Park, and it's one that we're extremely proud to continue doing. We know that so many of our adults in our community face stress in their lives related to how they manage or perhaps mismanage their finances. So we know too that the age groups that JA works with is the perfect time to help instill these good financial habits. And we've also seen the impact that that's had on so many young adults as they continue into their careers. I'm especially proud whenever we have JA activities with our volunteer employees and the testimony that they have about their own experience having themselves gone through JA programs, or their children are now in junior achievement programs. So it just makes me feel very proud that we can be connected in so many different ways. So I encourage all of you to join USAA and TECO in your investment in our children and in our future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yvette, and thank you for being a leader within the community here. A special thank you to all of our guest speakers and presenters today. We really appreciate you guys coming on and spending the time today to give your valuable insight as leaders within the education, business, and communities all around. But with that, we will now head back to JA Tampa Bay's president, Richard George.
Thank you, Johnny. We're just in Yvette and Jeff and Addison and Jorge and Daryl. Awesome job. Thank you so much. So insightful. Sally, great job on our program team. We're so excited to start delivering our programs this year, and you can't imagine how excited we are to get kids back on campus when it's safe and ready to go. So, but thanks to all you for your support of JA Tampa Bay, and which makes us able to continue to move forward while providing solutions and delivery systems for our partners, so they could continue to join together to help support the education of our children during these uncertain times. We so appreciate you being along with us. Looking forward to coming out on the other side along with you. But in the meantime, we got to be there for our kids and provide hope and inspiration for them. And have such great partners, not only in Hillsborough County School System, but in Pinellas and throughout the region. So it's very excited about all of our relationships. Johnny?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Richard, for those closing remarks and your leadership. Please feel free to send any further questions to ourselves at JA Tampa Bay. So thank you once again to all of our guest speakers today. A special thank you goes out to TECO for sponsoring this event, and thank you to all of the attendees watching the virtual town hall. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And thank you everyone for attending, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.